The Eagle has landed here in Kissimmee. Good afternoon, everybody. League One action presented by Orlando Health. OCB playing host to Greenville. Last match of the 2020 regular season. It is a beautiful day to play the beautiful game. These two teams played 3 times a year ago. 2 of them were in Greenville, and they split 1-0 finals. Orlando City. You never know what you're going to get when these two teams get together, OCB and Greenville. Greenville has already punched their ticket into the finals, but OCB would like to leave the league with a win. Dallas J, he has 9 clean sheets on the season. A year ago, he was the Golden Gloves winner. He's looking to repeat that performance, and even though he was the Golden Gloves winner, he can use his feet and his hands and his feet. He can do everything to keep Greenville in the winning form. OCB, Greenville to finish up League One action in 2020 next on ESPN+.
I'm making my money work for me.
I met and raised my savings goals.
Fairwinds gave me the freedom to go further.
My advisor helped me invest in myself and maximize my savings.
I can focus on growing my business because I know Fairwinds is growing my money.
Fairwinds helped me pay less interest on my new car with a shorter term loan.
Fairwinds keeps me connected anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the label that stands for good. This is the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the family that need not worry about the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good.
If it says Greenwise on the outside, you can trust that it's good on the inside. Greenwise, only from Publix.
Welcome back, everybody. This game presented by Orlando Health. Final match for OCB in League One. Greenville, they'll play another one. That will be on October 30th. Who will be their opponent? Well, that's going to be figured out later on tonight. We're going to start with lineups. We're going to look at Marcelo Nevelev's club. And making a change in the pipes today. He's 6'6", 195. He's only 17 years old. He's out of Venezuela. Javier Otero will get the start for the Lions. Tablante once again playing in the back. He went box to box, had an incredible assist last time out against Richmond. And these two teams have some pretty good coaches. You're looking at 2 of them. That's Marcelo Nevelev on the left. He is the academy director and also the coach for OCB. On the right in the pink shirt, that's John Harkes. Harksey, you know him from the U.S. men's national team, MLS. This is a match that is going to be well coached. You look at Greenville, they're going to go with Dallas J in the pipes. He's looking to close out his 2nd straight Golden Glove campaign. And you look at that top line, Morrell, McLean, Muhammad, they're going to look to score on the young Otero. So there is your matchup. Greenville on the road to close it out. And we're moments away from getting ready. It is Greenville, head to toe in white. They will go from left to right on your screen. And away we go. The boys in purple are the Lions. And Greenville will look to control the pace, move forward, score early and often. And for Orlando City, they're going to look to knock on the door and hand Greenville their second straight defeat. Last time out for Greenville, their only loss in 2020 at home. Orlando City trying to settle it down. They give it up. A little give and go inside the box, and Otero in his first start gets his first touches, slides on it, rolls it out. And they'll push it all the way back. Orlando City needs to connect on passes like that and turn around on it. It was Quintero who lost the handle, goes all the way back to Jay. He'll move it forward. Fricky goes back to his keeper. Jay will go out wide for Lee. They'll build from the back. Now forward. Nobody home on that one. So it will turn around the other way. Omar Muhammad was the intended receiver. Tablante throwing it in. Connecting with Quintero. To Williams. Over for Gusky. Gusky feeling pressure from Muhammad. He'll have to go back, and he goes out of play. That troubled Orlando City on Wednesday. They couldn't connect on those passes. Gave Richmond too many chances in that 3-1 win. And here's Tablante, normally a striker, likes the ball at his feet, and he's going box to box. Tablante, fancy footwork. He's trying to get it to that left foot, get that shot off. Ultimately he does. It's headed out. And Tanaka, who scored in the 8th minute on Wednesday, looking to score in the 3rd minute here. And you see how explosive Moises Tablante, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela, is. He will go from one end to the other. Started the season as a striker, holdover from a year ago when the Lions played at Mount Verde Academy. Gabriel Gisti is the man with the Barbasol. Quick start once again. Walker trying to switch sides, connect with Muhammad. Gusky using his head, getting it to Tanaka. The first pass doesn't get there. The second one's intercepted by Walker. And the visitors will play catch on their side of the pitch. Greenville very explosive. And a lot of their players very familiar with John Harkes when he coached FC Cincinnati in USL Championship. Brought a number of those players here to Greenville. And that is inside Wilfredo Rivera, the 16-year-old, crossing, nobody home. Yep, that's going to be Tyler Pollock that's going to gather it up. Flag went up. Keys to the game, professional finish for OCB. For a lot of these players, first time playing professionally here at Osceola Heritage Park. And for Triumph, they want to make sure that they are in winning form. They're going into a championship game in which they want to raise the hardware. Shot from distance, and Jay is waiting on it. One of the easier saves you'll see him make. What Dallas Jay does, in addition to stopping his opponents, keeping less than a goal a game on his average, is he directs traffic so very well. Works so well with the defense, positions them well. Pollock down the line, and that will find Monticelli, who will go forward. Not enough on that. And Tyler Pollock coming from that left fullback position, charging forward, sending it out of play. Gusky will throw it in. Owen Gusky out of St. John's, Florida. A lot of Florida natives on this Lions club. 5th minute, and Gusky's going to inch his way forward. Finally find a target. off the head of Rodas. And it will throw in. It will be Tyler Pollock taking this one. Pollock, who played for Harksey in Cincinnati, also played on a championship team with Miami FC. That's sent forward. Alfredo Rivera, too heavy for Julian Kennedy, the 18-year-old out of Orlando, as Jay rolls it forward. That's out wide for Muhammad. Two Muhammads on this pitch. Cousins out of Westerville, Ohio. Evan Lee, long distance. And Williams heads it back before it's picked up by McLean. Now Omar Muhammad on the wing. Back to Pollock. Pilato. He'll switch sides. Finds Moises Tablante. One touch. Sending it forward. Quintero pulling up the brakes. Has to go back. Austin Amir. Another one of those holdovers from a year ago. Misses the mark. That's what Orlando City has to improve upon from their game against Richmond. Those passes have to be on the mark. Muhammad trying to get into the 18. Gusky knocking it away. He'll cover it up in the corner. Ahead for Tanaka. Back for Williams, and dangerous pass. Pollock working around Tanaka. Gusky will try to cover it up, but it's Pollock getting there first. Gets it inside Keegan. And that's sent out of play. McLean couldn't keep it in play, but we're going to have a corner. Gusti says last touched by the Lions, so the triumph will work. Top of the TV dial. And Alex Morrell will take this one. And Morrell, a Lakeland, Florida native, so this is a little bit of a homecoming game for the 26-year-old who played his college ball in Jacksonville with UNF. Walker in the box. Finding a little bit of space, the center. Headed out by the big man Rodas. Covered up. Sent forward by Pilato. Here's Morrell. Centers and sent off that back line. Thomas Williams, 6'3", 16-year-old out of Titusville. So the corner coming up, and the defense of the Lions certainly being tested here early on. And Morrell takes that one into the box and is cleared out by the Orlando back line. Here's Kennedy coming back from it. Gets it to Tablante. Tablante trying to go long distance, deflecting, picks it back up from Kennedy. Kennedy will overlap. Tablante sending him forward. Led him well. Kennedy couldn't cover that one up. Tried to come back, keep it in play. Can't do it as Abdi Muhammad ushered it out. Talked about the two cousins, Omar and Abdi. Abdi, 23 years old. Happy birthday tomorrow. He'll turn 24. And he's looking for a birthday present, a win today to close out the 2020 season. Walker trying to switch sides. Pollock right on it. And Rodas will pick up the loose ball, trying to dance out of trouble. Get it to Austin Amir, who has to push it back. Rodas will pick it up. Intended for Williams. Rodas ahead to Tablante, running room. Switching sides, looking for Tanaka. Headed on by Pollock, back to his keeper. Beautiful day here in Kissimmee. 82 degrees, 68% humidity. If you know anything about Central Florida, that's like 0% humidity here in the center part of the state. Tablante will throw it in. Looking for a target. He finds one in Rodas. Rodas using his head, then his body, turning around on it nicely, trying to connect with the 16-year-old out of Puerto Rico. But he can't get there as Evan Lee, the 23-year-old out of Ohio, sent it back. Spent 2016 with FC Cincinnati, 17 and 18 with Richmond. Played his college ball at Ohio Wesleyan. Strong right foot by Jay. Headed into the corner, gathering it up is Jay Keegan. Keegan getting around to Blante. Centers. Pollock looked like he tried to tee it up, thought better of it. Now served into the box. And that is going to be a tap in for Alex Morel as the youngster Otero, getting his first start of the season, couldn't handle it. And Alex Morel in the 11th minute finds the back of the net. Great ball movement to set this one up by the visitors, going outside the box. Pollock looked like he wanted to take a shot, thought better of it. Pilato serving it into the box. And then the cleanup. The center by McLean, and with Otero unable to hang on, that's going to be one of the easier goals that Alex Morel will have in his career. So we talked about this being a homecoming of sorts for a man who also played his professional ball in 17 and 18 with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Great defensive play by Pollock, loses the handle once you say that. And now Gusky will throw it in. Owen Gusky, versatile 18-year-old. Seen him play in the midfield this season and now playing right back. Trying to throw it in. And you see Rodas, who's been all over the pitch today, getting up, muscling his way through. Last touch by Omar Muhammad. So Rodas will leave it for Gusky. Gusky will survey his options. And he goes long, trying to get it to Rivera, and it goes over his head. And Monticelli will have to send it forward. Misses the mark with Quintero. And coming the other way. And that's a foul from behind. Whistled on the infraction was Jose Quintero, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela. Now Pollock, long distance, controlled nicely by McLean. Carries it into the final third, hands off to Omar Muhammad. Now Walker. And that chip is intercepted by Tanaka. Tanaka picking up a goal on Wednesday in the 8th minute in that 3-1 defeat to the Kickers. Muhammad getting it back from Morel. Pilato going out for the left back. Tanaka comes up to say hello, but Tyler gets past him. Into the box. Keegan. And Otero handles that one. Stopped it with one hand. And the 6'6" Venezuelan punts it down the pitch, trying to connect with Kennedy. He can't do it. Here's Muhammad, and he'll go all the way back to his keeper. Another strong right foot down the pitch, controlled by Monticelli. Amir, Williams, Gusky. Back to Amir. Triumph giving the Lions space, but the Lions not looking to go vertical. And we're going to have a substitution in a moment, as the goal scorer from Wednesday is going to be checking out. We'll get that squared away for you at the stoppage of play. Here's Morel, feeling pressure as he heard the footsteps of Tablante behind him. They go backwards to go forwards. Tyler Pollock comes up, picks it up, hands off to Muhammad. A little give and go with Tyler in the box. Centers, and that's knocked out of play. Corner coming up for the visitors. We'll see if we get that substitution before this corner. We will not. So Morrell will be the man in the corner. Nope, we will get the substitution. Jonathan Rosales will come in for Tanaka. And this substitution brought to you by Exploria Resorts there in the 16th minute. Muhammad, baseline, into the middle, knocked away by Quintero. Served into the box, over everybody's head.
Substitution for OCB in the 15th minute. Leaving the game is number 66, Kenji Tanaka. He is replaced by number 64, Jonathan Rosales.
So we got a corner coming up as Tanaka's afternoon is over. Hamstring injury. And difficult, one of the first 5 substitutions, the first substitution of the 5 that Orlando City will have today. And this will swing towards Otero. They'll go short. Pilato, a little give and go. He's got the space. Knocked the other way, Muhammad. Now in the box, they'll center. Otero was waiting on it. He'll rush forward, punt it away. A little too heavy for Kennedy, and that will be ushered back to Jay. He'll play it inside the box, pick it up. Heads up play by Javier Otero, trying to connect with Julian Kennedy well down the pitch, and it was just a little too far. Here's Keegan. Stood up momentarily by Williams. Now into the box. One-timer and timed perfectly by Quintero. He'll clear it out. Williams was held up just a little bit by Fricky. Just enough to prevent him from sprinting forward with that ball. Tablante throwing it in for Quintero. And then back to Monticelli. Amir. Gusky. Williams. Monticelli. He'll send it forward. Connects with Tablante. Gets it inside Quintero. Waited too long to get the shot off, and Fricky sacrificed his body. Here comes Greenville coming the other way. Tracking back was Tablante. Held up Muhammad now on the right. So we've got two Muhammads on the right at the moment. Quintero waiting too long to try to get that shot off, and he's a little lame. We get to take another look. Tablante ahead for Quintero. Waited too long. Might have been clipped a little bit from behind when he was taking that shot. Seems to be okay now. Jay. He'll survey his options. Kennedy just keeping him honest enough. 50-50 won by Greenville. Out wide. Abdi Muhammad into the box. Gusky puts a head on it. Omar Muhammad keeps it for Greenville. Gets it back from Walker. Stolen away and then not handled well by Tablante. Walker chipping into the box. Otero in a collision, punched it away, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. McLean and Otero both going down. This is a tough collision. McLean is 190 pounds. Otero is 195. 385 pounds colliding. McLean is up, Otero is up. and everyone will get a beverage. McLean is going to have to walk off the pitch momentarily. For Orlando City, they come into this last match of 2020 and they're looking to just do the little things right. In their last match out against Richmond, having difficulty on those passes, waiting a little bit too long on shots. The passes need to be sharp, they need to be harder, they need to be on point, and they need to give players an opportunity to turn upfield. Marcelo Nevilev going with the 17-year-old Otero, the 6'6", 195 17-year-old. To start this last match of 2020, first minutes of action for the man out of Venezuela. And he just took a shot from the 24-year-old Australian. Tablante, back to Amir. And that is a staggering stat. 10 wins when scoring first. That's the type of form that they're going to want on October 30th when they host the League One Finals. Tablante playing catch with Monticelli. Now Williams. Gusky. Rodas trying to connect with Rosales. Can't get it there, and that's the type of passing I was talking about. And on the other side, spot on passing by Greenville. Muhammad into the middle. He was trying to take the shot off the body of Monticelli, and that shot right into the awaiting hands of Otero, and he highlights it out. Catches Rosales on the run. Pushes forward, Rivera trying to get around. Pollock held up just enough, and a set piece opportunity coming up. Fricky as well as Pollock slowing things down. Otero. Quintero serving it to Tablante. Tablante will earn Orlando City a corner. Quintero playing towards the front line for Orlando City today. Didn't pull the trigger when he was in the box, and this one, another good opportunity. So here is Orlando City with nobody in the six. High in the air, they'll run on it. Headed away. Rosales slipping, coming back on it. Pushes it out. And that was intended for Rivera, but he's unable to get there before Dallas J covers up. Jay will punt this one away. High in the air, well down the pitch. Tablante trying to handle it, but it's Walker dancing around with it. He'll go outside. Pollock for Muhammad. Muhammad will serve it in. McLean was trying to put a foot on it. Stays in the box before it, nope, finally comes out. Tablante cutting down Pilato, but no whistle, and Otero will kick this one away in the 24th. If you're just joining us, Alex Morel with a tap in the 11th minute. All the scoring we have so far. And Greenville, after that loss last time out at home, looking to get into the winning form before hosting the League One Championship on October 30th. Back line playing catch. Well down the pitch. Keegan trying to run on, but Williams will turn around on it. Into the middle, Monticelli pushing forward, and it's all the way back to Otero. Now Tablante. Got some running room. Down the line. Quintero fouled from behind by Abdi Muhammad. Drafted in 2019 by NYCFC, spent 2019 with Memphis championship. Here comes Greenville on a counter. Into the box. Morrell, can he get the brace? That might be an own goal. We'll have to wait to see how it is officially awarded. Gusky was trying to clear it out and he knocked it in. So bear with us, folks. '26th minute. And we take a look at how it broke down. Evan Lee carrying it forward, serving it in. Morrell cutting it inside. Takes the shot. And that's going to be awarded an own goal in the 26th minute to Owen Gusky. 2-0. The visitors. Rodas for Amir. Now to Blante. Trying a little give and go with Quintero. And here comes Morrell again. And he's cut down hard. Ball back into the box. Keegan sliding it into the mouth of the 18. Morrell trying to get it to that left foot, couldn't do it. Back to Walker, making Otero dive. Tense moments in this one as we have a stoppage of play. And Quintero still not up in that collision with Abdi Muhammad. And we've already had one Lion leave the game, and that was Kenji Tanaka in the 16th minute to make way for Rosales. And now we have two players in different kits being attended to, and we take a look at exactly what took place here. And you see Quintero in that collision with Muhammad, and both players being attended to by medical staff. Muhammad will be the first one to his feet, and Quintero will just sit up. Gusty will send Muhammad off the pitch. Talked about how he was drafted by NYCFC. He played his college ball two different universities in the state of Ohio. First with Ohio State, finishing up with the Zips of Akron. And Quintero now up under his own power, and he'll walk off the pitch to close out the 28th minute. You see Jose Quintero a little dazed. Beautiful day for the beautiful game, as we said in the open. In the low 80s, humidity is not even in the 70s. Ideal conditions, but it is still hot. So we've got the face-off here. And it will start back up. The Lions, who have had a couple of trips into the final third, but really haven't been able to challenge Jay at all. Muhammad and Quintero back on the pitch. Here's Amir. Rodas slides it over for Gusky and back. Now across from Amir. Monticelli back to Amir. Austin Amir, 20 years old, out of Tampa. Rodas out of Columbia will send it forward. Jay will play it before it goes out of play. And we're in the 30th minute of action. 2-0. Greenville. 11th minute, Alex Morrell. And in the 26th, an own goal. Gusky sent it in. The shot was taken by Alex Morrell, looking for the brace. Walker sending it forward. Muhammad now with the one touch. Morrell. And that back heel by Walker. Morrell switching sides for Muhammad. Marked by Rosales. Muhammad will serve it. Headed on by Tablante. Muhammad waiting on it. Hill center. Headed on and over by McLean. We've got a hydration break right now. This hydration break is brought to you by Body Armor. With potassium pack electrolytes, Body Armor sports drink will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. Okay, now, folks, we got all kinds of fun throughout the day here on ESPN Plus. League One action. Find your opponent. Greenville in the League One final next Friday night. That will be on ESPN Deportes and ESPN Plus. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Coming up at 6:30 tonight, Richmond plays Win and You're In. Home final against Chattanooga. City Stadium could be rocking if the Kickers can avenge a 2-1 loss at Chattanooga from September 12th. Fitzgerald and company battle Hurst, Hernandez, and a pack of angry Wolves trying to finish the season in the top half of the table on a high note. Tune in at 6:30 tonight on ESPN Plus. So even though it's low humidity for Central Florida, even though it's 82 degrees, we do have an opportunity to get hydrated. You take a look at John Harkes, the legend U.S. men's national player, wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, giving some great instructions to his club. One of the advantages that we see here in 2020, this hydration break provides an opportunity for the managers to almost call timeout without being able to call timeout, because obviously in football you can't call timeout. At least soccer you can't call timeout. And it gives both of the managers an opportunity to talk to their teams and make adjustments. For Marcelo Nevelev wanting to talk to his club about what they're doing in transition. They've got to get those passes. They have to be on the mark. They have to go station to station, and they have to create opportunities on the other end of the pitch. Looking for Kennedy, looking for Rivera. For the Triumph, well, it's easy for them. They need to continue to do what they've been doing. They need to break down the Lions' defense. They need to challenge. They need to pick up the loose balls on those errant passes and turn it the other way. So with 15 minutes or so to go, because we'll have a few minutes of stoppage time and we'll keep you abreast on that, the Lions trying to move it forward. Gusky to Rodas. Rodas can't handle it, and here comes Greenville the other way. Long distance pass, Morrell looking for the brace. He'll center. And that is going to be a weak attempt as Keegan is slow to get up. Keegan seemed to one-time that one, and his footing wasn't quite right. And the 29-year-old, who played 4 years at Binghamton, as well as Germany and Ireland and Canada with FC Edmonton of NASL, is back on his feet. Brandon Fricke over for Evan Lee, and back. Fricke off the mark, and see if Orlando can make him pay. Here's Kennedy on the wing. Brings it into the box. He'll take that shot. Looked like there was a handball. Knocked out. Tablante will have to gather it back up. Hand was very close to the body, but the penalty not awarded. Here's Gusky. Cross the line. Rosales. Back to Alfredo Rivera. Rosales feeling pressure. And Keegan is in pain. He's taking a knee. Kennedy. Tablante. Right now, Orlando City playing basically up a man. And Quintero giving up the loose ball. And Keegan is down on the far side of the pitch. Amir will play it out of play, so the medical staff will go and take a look at the 29-year-old. As I said, played 4 years at Binghamton University in the SUNY system. Played professionally in Germany, Ireland, and then, as I said, with FC Edmonton with the Eddies. And we'll see if John Harkes will want to go to his bench and give Jake Keegan an opportunity to rest for the finals. In the 36th minute, that's exactly what the coaching staff of Greenville looks like they're going to do, and Keegan's not happy. There is a guy who has played a lot of football in North America, a guy who really likes to compete.
Leaving the game is number 9, Jake Keegan. He is replaced by number 19, Andrew Booth.
Andrew Booth comes in the 36th minute. Williams for Monticelli. Now to Blante. Sent out a play by Muhammad. Blante will throw it back to Monticelli. And then they'll play it back to Williams. Rodas. Gusky dances out of trouble. Has to go back. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Orlando International is your Florida airport of choice. Over 35 airlines provide nonstop. We'll get to the nonstop after this nonstop action. Rivera into the box, trying to connect with Kennedy. Fricky was able to head it out. And now Greenville flirting with the line. Great job by Alex Morrell into the middle. McLean sent it forward. Booth laying off, and that is up and over as Otero comes up big. Muhammad is denied. As I was saying, over 35 airlines provide nonstop service to over 150 worldwide destinations. For more information, visit orlandoairports.net. Corner coming up for the visitors. Andrew Booth, another Florida native. He hails from Tamarack, which is in South Florida. So here is Omar Muhammad to serve it up. It will swing away as they go short. And then work it all the way back. Pilato. That's intercepted. Kennedy with some running room. Trying to get around the defender. Jay comes up with it. We've got a player down, and that is Abdi Muhammad being helped up by Kennedy. And Jay will send everybody forward. Highlights it out. Pollock sent it forward to Pilato. Rodas, but a stoppage of play. Andrew Booth, 5'11", 170, 23 years old, attended Florida International University. Had 7 goals and 9 assists in his 4 years there. Was the 12th FIU player in history to be drafted when he was drafted 96th overall by Minnesota United. That ball going over the top. Headed on by Williams. Muhammad is there. Back to Pollock. Here's Walker. Little give and go, but nobody breaking on the ball. Flag goes up. We got a flag coming up. Excuse me. We've got a card being handed out, I believe, and a set piece opportunity. So the Barbasol is coming down. The card is not coming out here in the 40th minute. Not very generous at the spot of the ball. So Gusty puts down the Barbasol. We got Pollock and Walker having a conversation. Left foot, right foot. And Walker serves it up. headed on, and that's an easy save for the 6'6". Otero highlights it out. Tablante on a full-blown sprint. Box to box, now in the final third, into the box. Centers. Not enough on that to get to Kennedy, and one of the reasons why Dallas J leads all keepers in League One. Heads up play by Otero to lead Tablante forward, but Tablante needs to put more on that cross. Gusky will turn around on it and send it the other way. Pollock gets cut down, and Monticelli will go in the book in the 41st minute. Soccer is enjoyed all over the world, just like Heineken enjoyed in 192 countries. So it doesn't matter what team you cheer for, but we want you to cheer for the Lions, because all around the world, soccer fans have one thing in common: the beer they drink. Heineken, the official sponsor of MLS. Enjoy responsibly. So that's actually Rodas going into the book in the 41st minute. So once again, Pollock with the left foot and Walker with the right. And it looks like it's going to be the 23-year-old out of Woodstock, Georgia, who will take this one. He does, into the box and through the box. And Otero will kick this one away. So Aaron Walker, who I said grew up in Woodstock, Georgia, played his college ball at Oglethorpe, previously played with FC Cincinnati as well as the Atlanta Silverbacks. Orlando will build from the back line, looking for some passing lanes, and Greenville definitely giving them the space. But Orlando City just not moving as fast as they should. Tablante into the middle. Rodas, he'll send it forward. Rivera, and Rivera is a guy they need to get more involved in this offense. Into the box and cleared out by Fricky. Rosales will throw it in quickly. Rodas loses the handle, turned the other way by Booth. That will go out of play. And with a few minutes left, Orlando City with an opportunity to make something happen on this trip into the box. Rosales for Rodas. And Rodas loses the handle. Pollock will throw it in. Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds. Fairwinds is your partner on the journey to financial freedom to help you save more, eliminate debt, build wealth, and live generously. Visit fairwinds.org to start your journey today and get the freedom to go further. Insured by NCUA. Emil. Austin Amir sending it forward. Monticelli. He'll go over the top. Tablante can't keep it in play, and Dallas J will kick this one away. Dallas J out of California. Started his career, college, in Florida as well. A lot of Florida connections with both of these teams. Jay played at USF before he finished at Xavier. And he was a keeper for Phoenix Rising before coming over to Greenville with a very strong right leg, sending it well down the pitch. Keeping Greenville in the final third. Morrell into the box. He'll center. Booth couldn't connect it. That one-timer would have been a beautiful goal for the other Florida native. Muhammad pulling up the brakes. Has enough space to get it to Morrell. Back to Lee, and then covered up by Pollock. And Tyler goes back. Tyler out of Lincoln, Nebraska, 28 years old. Drafted in 2012 by New England. Goes all the way down the line. Muhammad into the box. McLean can't get there. Timed well. And sent out of play. And back to Otero by Monticelli. Rodas looking for an option. And this is what Orlando City needs to figure out how to do as we end at stoppage time. And we've got 4 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. Orlando City just needs to play with a more sense of a purpose, sending it down the pitch faster, trying to challenge this Greenville defense. Try to get a few players in purple kits to run on the ball and try to just get some quality shots on Dallas J. Down 2. Too heavy for Walker, covered up by Rodas. And Alex Morel having a hand in both of those goals. The first one on his own, the tap in the 11th minute. And then he took the shot that resulted in the own goal by Owen Gusky. So you're up to date on scoring. Gusky sending it forward. Rivera. Rosales on the line. Back to Rivera. Now Gusky down the line. And nobody home for the Lions. And now Tyler Pollock will just send it over for Dallas J. He'll settle everybody down, waste a little bit of time before he sets it down. And what an offensive weapon Dallas J is, and you'll see it here in a minute. When he kicks this away, very, very strong right leg. High in the air, clears the circle, sent back the other way. And Jay waiting on it. Wouldn't that have been interesting? That was a little bit more on frame, and Jay was unable to handle it. That long distance shot from downtown Disney Springs would have been on the highlight reel if it found the back of the net. There's that punt by Dallas J. Morel sending it into the box for Booth. Tablante will cover it up. Tablante, who started the season as that goes out of play, last touch by Quintero. Tablante started the season as a striker, but because of injury and a few of the players that started with OCB and then being elevated to the first team as Rodas gets cut down and a card is handed out to Walker here 3 minutes into stoppage time. So now Tablante will kick it away, and we get to see what happened here. Walker just taking out the legs of Mateo Rodas. And the ball will play back to Monticelli and then Amir. And we're in the last minute of play. Rivera ahead to Rodas. Rodas all over the pitch. You'll see him on the back line. You'll see him in the middle. You'll see him up top. You'll see him on the right. You'll see him on the left. That goes down the line. Is this one more trip into the final third? Nope. Flag goes up. Might have been one more scoring opportunity in the first half for the team that will host the League One Championship on October 30th. And that game's at 8 p.m. on ESPN Plus as well as ESPN Deportes.
The yellow card has been issued to Greenville, number 8, Aaron Walker, in the 47th minute.
So Tyler Pollock will send it in the other direction. Now we're in borrowed time. Serving it into the box, and Lee putting a head on it, and that goes over the crossbar, and that is going to do it for the first 45 plus 5. Alex Morel, your goal scorer at the 11th minute, also took a shot in the 26th that was deflected as an own goal by Owen Gusky. And that is all of our scoring in the first half. Don't go away. We've got a lot more coming up next on ESPN Plus. There's that tap in by Morrell. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Don't go away. A lot more coming up here on ESPN Plus.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection. Shop across the Ford lineup, America's best-selling brand. Now's the best time to buy. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Just announced, get $4,250 total cash back on a 2020 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is for above and beyond. I know that I need encouragement right now, and I know that our guests need encouragement. It's about making sure that they know that we care about them and that we're going above and beyond for them in all the details.
Nursing or healthcare degree fully online in a way that works for you. At Rasmussen College, our instructors, advisors, and student support services are all online to help prepare you for success. We'll review your transfer credit on average in just one business day, and with 8 start dates a year, you don't have to wait. Rasmussen College, leaders in online education, ready when you are. Start your future at rasmussen.edu.
Time between OCB and Greenville, and this one is brought to you by your local Ford dealers, proud partners of Orlando City Soccer Club, where you'll find the completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer, the greatest exploration vehicle of all time, and the all-new 2020 Ford Escape, built for style, comfort, and most of all, fun. Test drive a Ford SUV today. 2 playoff implication games back on Wednesday. We start here in Orlando. 8th minute. Tanaka from the angle finds the back of the net. That one started with Moises Delante going box to box with it. So good, we got to look at it twice. We'll skip ahead. 24th minute. Bulldog gets the pass. It's blocked. But then Daniel Rosario whistled for the handball in the box, shown the showers, and Bulldog's penalty is saved by Avisa. Second game this season that Avisa denied Richmond from the spot. 36th minute, Bame to Mwape for the bender. And this one is so good, we got to look at it again. Works it to that left foot, upper 90, you got to love it. 51st minute, Scott Thompson crosses, deflected by Avisa. Mumbe, who serves it to Stanley Alves. 2-1, kickers. 64th minute, Anderson muscles his way through into the box. The final one of the game. Richmond wins 3-1. We move on to Wisconsin. Temps in the 40s, definitely different than Orlando. We go straight to 90+6. Arturo Rodriguez, last-ditch effort to score, pulled up and held by Fito Ovalle for the foul just outside the box, but the refs have a conversation about it. Did the hold carry into the box? They rule, yes, he did. Point at the spot. Rodriguez heads to the spot. 90+9. North Texas now perfect 5 for 5 on the season from the spot. Hang on to win. Today is decision day in League One. If Richmond draws or loses, you need to make plans to watch at 8 Eastern from Werner Park as Union Omaha can get in if the Owls take care of a young Fort Lauderdale side. Conway, Vandekar, Decker, Nuhu, and the gang have not played at home since October 3rd and will try to lead the expansion side into the final over the youngsters from South Florida. Can Ricky Lopez-Espin catch the Golden Boot leader? It will take a hat trick. So let's find out. 8 Eastern. Should Richmond lose and Omaha lose or draw, then the second seed will be determined starting at 8:30 Eastern as North Texas tries to return to the final, needing a win over visiting Tormenta at Globe Life Park, right next door to the game 4 of the World Series tonight. Reigning MVP Arturo Rodriguez making his case to claim the name Mr. October, leading North Texas to a 4-0-1 mark in the month, attempting to get to Greenville. A coaching change for Tormenta has resulted in a new-look offense and a 3-1-1 form trying to carry momentum into 2021. 3 teams, all at home, and one of them gets to go to Greenville for the final. Folks, this is the picture. Richmond, Union Omaha, North Texas, the only 3 teams in League One that can get to Greenville. What's going to happen? Well, I just laid it out for you. But you got to watch. You got to watch ESPN Plus. Find out, is it going to be the Kickers win and they're in? Union Omaha, North Texas, they need some help from Richmond. So there's going to be a lot of scoreboard watching tonight in League One. Don't go away. We got so much more coming up. But first, we're just going to continue the Ford Halftime Show after this on ESPN Plus. News and notes from around League One, the finals on October 30th. Tickets are on sale. If you want to go, now's the time to buy them. 3 teams remaining in the chase. We already outlined that for you, so we'll skip ahead. Josh Cohn had a brace, gives Tucson the victory in their final match of 2020. They're the only team not in action today, and he leads that player of the week for week 14. Now we'll just move on, give you more information, and that's the scoreboard. We already told you about North Texas, that 1-0 win in the 40s over Forward Madison. OCB dropped to the Kickers. They got halfway there. They've got to get that win tonight. South Georgia, 4-0 at home over the Revs 2. And you see Greenville getting their only loss at home. That to Union Omaha. Here's the table. Greenville, they punched their ticket to the finals. They will host it. Richmond, winning, you're in. We've already told you that. Union Omaha and North Texas are going to be scoreboard watching throughout the evening. And this is the way that we're going to end. Week 15, this is the last weekend for League One. Richmond, it's the all-important match. The Red Wolves are in town. Union Omaha has to take care of Fort Lauderdale. Forward Madison will close out at home on the road against New England. And North Texas will have to beat Tormenta to keep pace. Highlights, stats coming up next. Don't go away. We're having so much fun here. It's Saturday afternoon football on ESPN Plus.
Takes a shot, and it's in the back of the net. And a timing stop. Looks the goal, shoots it. Unbelievable.
Save made.
Unbelievable. Makes the save.
Oh, what a goal!
Knocked away.
It's in the back of the net.
What a goal there.
And pushed aside.
Trying to pick up the top corner. It's in off the post. Over the free kick. It's Firmino. What a hit that is. And blocked on his left foot. Liotti, saved by Jay.
Rodriguez Scoops it in there, headed free, and shot and put in! Oh, what a goal! It's Burgess in his second appearance for North Texas SC. Angle last year. Fires it on that huge save by Fitzgerald.
Carbon copies of each other. It's a matter of who will score first. Maybe it's here, the shot, and that will be the first goal. Fox, volley by Vignal, still loose. Micheletto tries something incredible and nearly has it. To the save at full stretch by Marancio.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, let me go get your mail.
Never looked this good when we lived here. Where did they get this stuff?
I got it at City.
Right now at City Furniture, we'll give you 60 months special financing with no down payment and free shipping. Why? So everyone can live like this.
Great travel begins with a great start. Offering more destinations, services, and travel comforts, Orlando International Airport understands what's important to you. Like more parking options, more dining and shopping choices, more domestic and international flights, more access and conveniences. Remember, it's not just about where you go, it's how you go. Get more. Travel through MCO.
That's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on your dreams. Wait, yo, hold on. And if I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd jump right on a big bird, and then I'd fly.
his battle this past Thursday. Talked about him on the broadcast on Wednesday. Knew that he was watching his Richmond Kickers, but unfortunately passed away on Thursday, and we send our thoughts and condolences to his family. Darryl Grove was one of the leading voices of soccer here in North America, and his voice and his passion for the sport will certainly be missed. Booth on the other side, into the box. He'll take the shot, and that's knocked away by the 17-year-old out of Venezuela. Talked about at the beginning, Javier Otero getting the start today for Marcelo Nevelev. First appearance of 2020 for the 17-year-old. And he comes up big there and keeps the game at 2-0. All the way back to Dallas J, the wily veteran at 27 years old, who is looking to close out the 2020 regular season and win his second straight as the Golden Glove winner. And we have a substitution as Aaron Walker is checked out. Walker got a yellow card in the 48th minute. Colauses will come in for him. And also Pilato coming out. And so 2 substitutions as Hemmings comes in. Pilato, one of those guys that feels like he's really flourished in this system of John Harkes, has gained a tremendous amount of passion, a tremendous amount of confidence in his game. Started the season in a deep 6 position, but encouraged by John Harkes to continue to move forward. We saw that a little bit in the first half, as that ball will be set back to Jay, and then moving forward it's going to be Muhammad. And kick down the pitch and out of play. And so a throw in on the far side, and the striker playing left fullback, Moises Tablante, will throw it in. Mishandled by Quintero, and it will belong to the visitors. Here's Rafedo Rivera to Rosales. Rosales was teeing it up, puts it into the body of Hemmings, and that will go out of play. So Rosales will throw it in on the other side. Williams, Amir, Monticelli, Quintero, and it's kept in play by Tablante. Quintero closed up by Booth, and Greenville steals it away. Hemmings going back. Rivera was chasing on Lee. Kalauzi sending it forward, getting it back. Hemming. Pollock ahead. Booth now on the left side. Pushes it into the box for Pollock. Booth serving it in. Can't be controlled by McLean. And we'll get the stats from the first half in a minute. Morel in the box. And that's knocked out of play by Otero, so corner coming up on the far side. We promise you stats, we'll give you stats. 1 card on either side. These brought to you by Fairwinds Credit Union. Possession slightly ahead for Greenville. They took 9 shots on target, 15 in total. If you want to score goals, that's the way you do it. Here's the outswinger. Into the middle, and that 6'6" frame by the 17-year-old as he moves quickly to punt it down the pitch. Makes it an easy save. Quintero. That ball will stay with Orlando City. as Lee was battling with Quintero. Rosales throws it in. Rosales came into the game in the 16th minute when Kenji Tanaka came in with a hamstring injury. Player coming down for Orlando City as Pollock moves it forward. McLean in the circle, going out wide. Great ball movement. Muhammad will center. Booth turns on it. Gusky puts his body in front. Here's Rivera ahead. Tablante. And he's brought down. Muhammad whistled on the infraction there. But you see this, there's just the speed, the explosiveness that Moises Tablante has. Talked about it throughout the broadcast. Plays most of the time as a striker. Moved back to play left back. Been solid on defense, but really is a box-to-box player on that outside. Explosive speed with the ability to move the ball quickly and create opportunities. Monticelli sending it forward to Rivera. He goes down. Rodas getting into it with Muhammad. And Gusty coming in quickly to calm everybody down, and he wants to have a conversation with Rodas and Muhammad. And I don't think that Rodas and Muhammad are going to be making lunch plans right now as the Barbasol goes down. Muhammad fouling Rivera, and then Rodas coming in. Just making sure that Muhammad knows you can't take my guy down like that. So the Barbasol is down. Number of bodies in the mouth of the 18. Rivera is there. And it looks like Amir as well. Right foot. Left foot would have been Rivera. That's headed out. Gusky will come up for it. Pollock sends it forward. Omar Muhammad into the circle. And then out. Booth waiting on it. Amir shut him down. That was actually Rosales shutting him down. So Greenville has to work it back and around. Flick forward. That'll get picked. Nope, will not. Muhammad can't catch up with it, so Otero will kick it away. 53rd minute, 2-0 Greenville. Alex Morello has had a hand in both goals. He gets credited for one in the 11th. And in the 26th, he took a shot, resulting in an own goal by Owen Gusky. Rosales will send it back. There is Gusky. Thomas Williams for Monticelli. Monticelli usually playing in the middle. Playing as a center back today. Connecting with Tablante. Back to Monticelli, now Williams. Kennedy. Little give and go from Amir. Still on it. Rivera with some space. Quintero. And that's cleared out by Muhammad. Monticelli will cover it up. A little bit more pressure by the Lions this time. A little bit more concerted effort to go forward. Controlling the ball a little bit more. Still can't get a clean shot off at Dallas J. Quintero. Rodas. And Rodas has to go all the way back to Williams. He'll turn around on it, feeling a little bit of pressure. Gusky trying to connect with Quintero, intercepted by Pollock. Klaus for Muhammad. Going back to Morel and back. Now Pollock. Fricky for Muhammad. Tablante coming up, forcing Greenville back. Fricky has to go back. Muhammad will go back to the keeper. So the defensive high line, the pressure by the Lions, making it a little bit more difficult, at least momentarily, for Greenville to move forward. Here's Muhammad in the box. Gusky coming back. Otero will pick it up. Muhammad will have to find his way out of the net. Greenville quickly coming back the other way. Hemmings. McLean. Clowes will send Muhammad to the corner. That will go past the line. So we've got 2 substitutions for you. Quintero is going to come out. And so the first substitution is going to be the big man, Gluvacevic. This coming in the, well, hold on. It's going to be officially in the 57th minute. Had to wait on that as Jose Quintero is taking his time to get off the pitch. And the other one is going to be Carabali is going to come on. And we'll get that cleared up for you in a moment. And Gusky is going to come out for Carabali. That one also in the 47th. Carabali getting his first touches out for Rosales. Orlando City has made 3 substitutions. John Harks for Greenville has made 2. Amir. Now for Rodas. Rosales. Rodas, and he can't handle it. And Greenville will try to come the other way. Morel, another opportunity into the box. Carabali playing some defense, forces him out. He'll center for Clowes. Clowes inside. That will find the back of the net. McLean strikes for the 3rd time for Greenville. That comes in the 58th. This is the type of game that John Harks wanted to have. He wanted to press forward, wanted to get back on the right foot, wanted to put up a big result going into the finals. And 58 minutes in, 3-goal lead. This is exactly what Greenville wanted to do. They wanted to work a few things out, shake off the loss from their last time out, and it all starts once again from Alex Morel, taking it into the box, out of the box. Clowes centering to McLean, and the Australian puts it in the back of the net. Played his college ball at Southern Illinois at Edwardsville. And another substitution for Greenville, as it looked like McLean's day is over. So just as he scores the goal, he exits a minute later. And that's the 3rd substitution of the day. Coming in is Swartz. Trevor Swartz, 5'9" out of California. And that's in the 59th minute. And that will work its way all the way back to Jay. He'll pick it up once the big man comes up to say hello. Gluvacevic will put some pressure on. Clowes going out for Fricky. Muhammad will run on it. Greenville's done a great job of going over the top and just letting players run onto the ball and create opportunities in the final third. We're in the 60th minute. That pushes in. Thomas, and that was almost a big mistake. Thomas playing it back, and you saw Booth charging on the ball, getting tangled up with his rookie keeper, and Booth just unable to turn around on it. That would have been an easy one for Booth if he was able to turn and take the shot at the empty net. Carabali He'll send it forward. To Blante, now on the right. Playing that striker position, down 3 goals. So Gluvasevic is up front with Wilfredo Rivera and Tablante, and that's cleared out by Lee. And the original 4-4-2 has different personnel as Carabali is back. Rosales came in for Tanaka in the 16th, and Rosales throwing it in, finding Tablante. Carabali. He'll center. Kennedy was trying to play up on Muhammad. Muhammad cuts down Kennedy. Set piece opportunity. The Barbasol will come out here in the 61st. We'll do it in the 62nd. And 30 minutes remaining in the OCB season. And OCB's membership in USL League One. In just over an hour, the first team, Orlando City, riding a 12-game unbeaten streak, will be in Fort Lauderdale to take on Inter Miami for the 4th time this season. Last time the Lions lost, it was in Fort Lauderdale. Amir serving that in, and that goes over everybody's head, and a missed opportunity for the Lions. The League One season concludes in historic fashion with the league's first national TV broadcast. Don't miss the top 2 teams in the league compete for the 2020 League One title, both on ESPN Plus and ESPN Deportes at 8 p.m. Eastern on October 30th. In Greenville, the team in white, they'll be hosting that match. Jay sending it out for Fricky. Ahead for Klaus. Crossing is Morel for Swartz. And here's an opportunity if he can stay in play. Tablante would have been on his horse, but it goes out of play, and the visitors will throw it in a commanding fashion. What's been interesting for Orlando City throughout the season, obviously with 2020, this has been a season that everybody has had to adjust to. The original plan for Orlando City was to send players back and forth, and Amir cutting down Morel. And Amir will go in the book in the 63rd minute. The original plan for Orlando City was for players to go up and back between the first team and OCB. Obviously, COVID has made that difficult, as it's been difficult to have players stay within even a bubble here at the training facility at Osceola Heritage Park. The first team trains on fields 1 and 2, and for OCB, they're on 3 and 4. And earlier during the season, a conversation that I had with Marcelo Nevelev, and he said it's really been outstanding for his club to be able to look over at fields 1 and 2 and see just how the first team is training. Gives players with OCB, players that are just making their professional debuts, some of them coming through the OC system, some of them just signing in, is now Marcelo Nevelev has taken over as Swartz is serving it in off the body of Rosales, and I think they wanted a handball inside the box on that one. Would have been the second game in as many games if that had been pointed at the spot. So for Orlando City, they were able to look over and see what the first team was doing, how they trained. There wasn't a lot of interaction between the two, as you see Swartz taking that shot. Did glance off the body of Rosales, whether it hit the hand or not would have to be slowed down even more. But Orlando City definitely creating a winning culture from top down, starting with the first team. Oscar Pareja coming in his first season with the Lions. Very, very successful MLS coach, and he is doing some amazing things with the first team as we've got more substitutions now for the Lions. And it looks like, so Juan Pablo Monticelli is coming out. Coming in for him is going to be Adam Ozeri.
For OCB in the 65th minute.
And Austin Amir's season is over. He gives way to Teddy Ng. So Ng in for Amir and Ozeri in for Monticelli. Both of those coming in the 66th minute. There have been a few players that have played for both OCB and the Lions this season. And that's been Mikey Halliday, as well as Jordan Bender and Joey Desart. And that is sent out of play. So the full complement of substitutions has been made by Marcelo Nevelev. And there's two more substitutions that John Harkes can make, as he's well in command of this one. Ng losing the handle, gathered up by Rosales. So in addition to 5 different players on the pitch in purple kits that started the game, the positioning has changed a lot. Carabali. He was looking to go over the top. That one was intended for Tablante, stolen away. Booth will push it back. Klaus. And he'll slide it outside. For Greenville, this is the game they wanted to have. They wanted to come in, find form, find the back of the net. Let players get some rest, get players some experience, getting ready for the final. Booth keeping it in play, getting it into the middle. Hemmings goes back. Swartz keeps it in play. Booth at the elbow. A little give and go, and that was too heavy. Right idea. Booth just couldn't cut back on the ball. And Otero will kick this one away. Difficult position for Javier Otero to come in and make his debut. Final game of the season against the team sitting top of the table with 32 points. Here's Rivera, who's had a number of outstanding goals this season. Tablante cutting it inside, trying to flick it forward, knocked away. Greenville coming the other way. Hemmings, and he's got space, pushes it out wide. He'll get it back across the pitch for Lee. Pollock. A little give and go to the outside. Swartz again into the box. Booth flicking it. He was trying to connect with Morel. Morel sitting on a looking for a brace, sitting on that goal, and working its way all the way back to Dallas J. That will go well down the pitch. Too many steps for Alex Morel. And it looks like an Orlando City player, and it looks like Mateo Rodas has come up lame. There was a red card early, 24th minute against Richmond, and OCB had to play down a man in that one. And if Rodas can't continue, they're going to play down a man for about 20 minutes in this one. Rodas just went up in the air to battle with Morel. And they're going to try to stretch him out to see if he can close out this game. They while we do that, looks like we're going to have a hydration break, giving me an opportunity to tell you this hydration break is brought to you by Body Armor. With potassium-packed electrolytes, Body Armor Sports Drink will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. And since we've got the time to grab a beverage, we want you to grab a beverage, and I'll take you through the 3 goals. This is the first one. McLean was trying to center. Otero could not handle it. Morrell put it in the back of the net. And here's the 26th minute. Morrell again, cutting it, left foot, but Gusky puts it in the back of the net. So Morrell, a hand in the first 2 goals. Gusky gets credit for the third one. Morrell on it. He had a hand in all 3 goals, folks. Running on and sending it in, McLean, but it was all started because Alex Morrell had the ball in the box, cut it out of the box, sent it towards the baseline. Hemmings, it was actually Klaus who sent it into the middle so that McLean could score, and then about 30 seconds after McLean put it in the back of the net, he checked out of the game. So Fricky's day is over, and he gives way to Matthew Powell. That coming in the 71st minute. So Powell for Fricky. Engie. Rosales. Ozeri goes out wide. Right now, Orlando City playing with 10 men. That's why you see Moises Tablante is back on that left fullback position.
Leaving the game is number 15, Brandon
And that
Wright,
will
and
be
he's replaced by
controlled
number 28, Matt Powell, in the 71st
by
minute.
Muhammad. Powell gets his first touches. Over for Lee. And going ahead. Pollock, who's been very active, box to box throughout the afternoon. Been a playmaker up top, doing a great job of distributing the ball in the final third. Pressing forward in this John Harkes system. But he'll lay back when he needs to. Hemmings, who came in to start the second half. And Kennedy will lift up Klaus. And Klaus will stretch out as well. No word yet as to whether or not Mateo Rodas will come back in. Engie steps in front of that one. Opportunity for Orlando City. Engie carrying it forward, still on the ball. Just out wide, Kennedy will look to serve it into the box. The big man putting his head on it, finding the back of the net. 73rd minute, Gluvacevic. And that's what the big man wants to do in the final game of the season. His 15th shot. And Engie doing a great job of working his way through, willing his way through multiple white kits. And Gluvacevic, with that big frame of his, jumping up in the air, using the side of his head, and knocking it home. So OCB makes sure that Dallas J does not get a clean sheet, making it just that much more difficult for him to earn his second straight Golden Glove. Lee. Powell. Now Muhammad down the line, staying in play. A little give and go for Booth. And that's cleared out by Williams. We're in the 75th minute. 3-1 is Alex Morrell is having a whale of a ball game. Responsible for parts of all 3 goals. Kennedy pushing Tablante. Outside Tablante trying to center. Cleared out by Powell. Tablante will let it go past the goal line, so a corner coming up. here in the 75th minute. And the Lions have only had a couple, and they have not taken advantage. Tablante, this will swing away from Jay. And he's checking out his options. High in the air. It goes through. Carabali gathers it up. Rivera thought he was taking the shot. Caught Gluvasevic. And then cleared all the way back to Rodas, who is back on the pitch. Orlando City did play down a man for a little bit. Rivera will send it back to his keeper. We're less than 15 minutes away from the end of this 2020 regular season. Decision day in USL League One, and this is the opener. Carabali sends it back. Soccer is enjoyed all over the world, just like Heineken enjoyed it in 192 countries. So it doesn't matter what team you cheer for, but we want you to cheer for the Lions, because all around the world, soccer fans have one thing in common: the beer they drink. Heineken, the official sponsor of MLS. Enjoy responsibly. Set piece opportunity for the Lions. And Rodas will come up and take this one. Carabali joins Gluvasevic. Ozeri is there. Williams is there. So all the big men in purple kits are just inside the box. Engie will try to run on. Rodas lifting it high in the air and headed out of play by Muhammad, and we'll have a corner coming up. We'll see if Orlando City can take advantage. Moises Tablante will take this one as well. Once again, it will swing away from Jay. Gluvasevic in the 6. Tried to head it, but couldn't get there. Good job by Rosales to send it the other way. Tablante couldn't get it, but he will have a throw unless Rosales decides to take this one. He will. Ozeri. Now Rodas. Carabali. Gluvasevic couldn't stay on side. So Dallas J will come up and play this one. Keeper for the national team of Guam. Tiny nation, but a soccer nation. And that strong right foot, you wonder what he could do in the NFL. Gluvasevic to Ozeri. Now Rivera. Engie couldn't catch up with it as Jay came out of his office. Rivera with some hops. Got a head on it over Morel. And Rivera gets it back. A lot of traffic, pushes it through. Centering. Gluvasevic was looking for a brace with his head. Just got over his head. We get to take another look at this one. Tablante carrying it forward. Gluvasevic just couldn't get his head on it. But wouldn't that have been magnificent? Orlando City showing more purpose in the second half, and especially in the latter part of the second half. Moving forward. And connecting, their passing getting more sharp as play is worn on. Morel. And now, once again, Orlando City not closing up players, not marking, letting Greenville dictate the pace. Rivera stealing it away. And that's going to be a booking. Rivera was running away with it, and Powell, who came into the game in the 71st minute, will go in the book in the 80th. Flurry of cards as we've closed out the 2020 season, and Rivera was off to the races, and Powell might have saved an opportunity for Rivera to pick up another goal on the season. So a meeting of the minds, and we'll see exactly what Orlando City wants to do with this set piece from 29 out. Rodas is there, Tablante is there, Ozeri is there. So Tablante showing the left foot. Rodas will show the right foot. Gluvasevic, Engie, Williams to the near side. Wall will get a little bit bigger. All the bodies are forward. Here's Williams. Look for Gluvasevic trying to get, nope, going right at it. And Rodas brought his 3-wood and needed the driver on that one.
Number 28, Matt Powell, in the 80th minute.
So Dallas J will kick this one away as we've got about 9 minutes left in regulation. Once again, that strong right foot. And that foul is called. Tablante for Rodas. Rosales flicking it forward. Gluvasevic holding up Lee. Ozeri. Rivera. Now Tablante. Engie trying to go inside the box, knocked away by Powell. Engie picks it back up. Williams was trying to turn around on it. Rivera, he'll work it back. Carabali and Williams playing catch. Ozeri fights his way through. Engie couldn't connect, trying to give it back. Rodas gets the loose ball. Orlando City showing some character and the way they're trying to close out this season. Rivera is whistled on that infraction. 16-year-old captain out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and that's saying something, folks, if you think about it. Wilfredo Rivera, just 16 years old, and he's wearing the captain's armband. Muhammad, full-on pressure by Tablante, and Greenville has to go backwards. All the way back to Jay. Now Lee. Greenville just trying to find some space as Hemmings goes back to Powell. Then Klaus, Muhammad, and they have to go back. So you're starting to see Orlando City, after that goal, they're pressing forward, much more of a high line, making it more difficult for Greenville to go forward. Greenville can just take the air out of the ball. That's the reality of being up 2 goals and already having your position to host the finals. Carabali. Williams couldn't hold on to that one. And a little pushing and shoving between Engie and Morel. Nope, that's Carabali and Morel. So there is a little bit of fight left in the Lions. Looking to close out strong. We get to take another look. Carabali coming up on Morel. Morel didn't like what Carabali brought. So Dallas Shea will come over and take this one in the 85th. Cleared out momentarily. it even farther back. Lee sees what he likes down the pitch, trying to connect with Schwartz. Carabali. Rosales. Carabali will go back to his keeper. And Otero serving it to Muhammad. Sends it back, now into the middle. Hemmings, 50-50. Carabali will usher it back as it's highlight out. Ozeri with some running room. Coming the other way. Friends to the left, friends to the right. Goes right, Ng into the box. Headed right back into his direction. Throwing coming up. Nope, check it. It will be a corner. And Wilfredo Rivera will take this one. So a number of different players for the Lions have taken corners, and Rivera will just be another 87th minute. This will come in Dallas Jay's direction. Gluvasevic, 6'5" frame in the box. And Dallas Jay snatches it out of the air, sends it forward. Morel now on the right. Rodas is there as Tablante came sprinting back, clears it up. And it's actually going to belong to Orlando City. At Orlando Health, safety and protection for our patients, loved ones, and employees is a top priority. That's why we're confident that our facilities, from ERs to hospitals to physicians' offices, are the safest environments for giving and receiving care. Schedule your appointment today at orlandohealth.com. Rodas, Carabali. And that's knocked by Schwartz. Gluvasevic for Ng, and then cleared out. And Greenville will be on the counter. Morel now on the left. He gets it back, works his way into the circle, out from Muhammad. He has to go back. It goes forward. Broken up by Williams. Ng, Gluvasevic. Rosales, not a lot on that pass by the big man. And it's intercepted, and here comes Greenville the other way. Running on it is Schwartz. Into the box. Carabali picks his pocket beautifully. Ozeri. He'll send it down the line. That will be last touch by Tyler Pollock. Card handed out. And you see Tyler Pollock screaming defense, frustrated that Orlando City has been able in the last 15-20 minutes to make some solid trips down the pitch. 73rd minute goal by Gluvasevic has changed the complexion of the way that Orlando City has played to close out their season. Here's Morel into the final third, and he just couldn't pass it to himself. That's pushed forward. Williams. Tablante, now Rivera. Rivera sees something down the pitch. He's going to try to connect with Rosales. And Rosales can't catch up with it. Teddy Ng for descent, and that handed out in the 88th minute. And you hear John Harks screaming, last few minutes, boys. He wants his team to finish strong. He wants to get the 3 points. Keep it at a 3-1 unless he can build on it in stoppage time. and then get ready for Friday night. We're going to have 3 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. 3 more minutes of the 2020 season for Orlando City B. Schwartz. Morrell back to Schwartz. Rodas sends it in the wrong direction. Muhammad. Williams is on him. Morrell, can he get the brace? Didn't take the shot. Booth is going to find the back of the net. 90+1. Booth gets a goal. Booth came in the 36th, and it's 4-1. This is the output that John Harkes wanted. Morrell, a hand in all 4 goals today. That back heel, beautiful by Klaus. And Booth, the Florida native, makes it 4-1 for the visitors. And they're in prime form, getting ready for that October 30th League One final. And congratulations to John Harkes and the season that Greenville has put together.
Greenville goals were
Only
by number
1
19,
loss at
Andrew
home
Booth in the 90th
on the
minute.
season, and that was the last time out. Spoke to him the other day, and he said, we just need to shake it off, put that loss in our rearview mirror and get ready for the last 2 games of the season. We have done so much throughout this season. A difficult season. A team that has basically gone wire to wire to have more points than anybody else in League One. And that's a stoppage of play. And right back up. Rivera, and less than a minute left in the 2020 season for the Lions. Back heel by Engie. Luvasevic trying to get around Lee, and Lee will go back to his keeper. And that's going to do it on the 2020 season for OCB. They close out with a 4-1 loss, and you see the congratulations from Marcelo Nevelev to John Harkes. And fist bumps all around. Marcelo Nevelev charged with overseeing the Orlando City Academy, developing players to work their way all the way to Oscar Pareja's first team. And Alex Morrell is your player of the match today. He had a goal to open up the party in the 11th minute. Heineken star of the match. And it's not even a conversation, folks. He had a hand in all 4 goals. They came at 11, 26, 58, and 90+1. Don't go away, folks. We've got highlights, we've got stats, we've got all kinds of things when we come back on the other side. Greenville 4-1 over OCB to close out their 2020 season. The finals are next for them. Don't go away. More on ESPN+.
I'm making my money work for me.
I met and raised my savings goals.
Fairwinds gave me the freedom to go further.
My advisor helped me invest in myself and maximize my savings.
I can focus on growing my business because I know Fairwinds is growing my money.
Fairwinds helped me pay less interest on my new car with the shorter term loan.
Fairwinds keeps me connected anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds, federally insured by NCUA.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Welcome back to Osceola Heritage, and Greenville comes into Central Florida. They get a 4-1 win. This was the way they wanted to close out the season. And for OCB, we're going to take a look at the save of the game. It goes to Javier Otero, the 17-year-old who got his very first start for OCB, and there it is. Got that big mitt outstretched on that 6'6" frame, and then he punted it away. Highlights, all the goals. Alex Morel, you're going to hear his name a lot. He's waiting on this one. McLean, Otero can't hold on to it. Morel taps it in. 1-0, 11th minute. We go to the 26th. Morel. This one is started by Lee. Sending it out for Morel. Works it to the left foot. And Gusky with the own goal. It's 2-0. The visitors. We move ahead. 58th minute. Morel in the box. Carries it out of the box. Flicks it. Klaus. And it's closed in. McLean. He knocks it home. It's 3-0 for the visitors. We go to the 73rd minute. On the other side, OCB. Engie working through a bunch of white kits into the box. Kennedy up in the air. Gluvacevic back of the net with his head. It's 3-1. We go to stoppage time. Greenville putting a cherry on top of their 2020 season. Booth, the Florida native, gets the goal about 3 hours from home. 4-1 is your final. We take a look at the stats. 5 cards handed out. Greenville, 54% of the time was on the ball. 12 shots on target, 20 in total. The only stat that ever matters is the one up top. 4-1, Greenville. And John Harks, your team is going to be in action on October 30th, 8 p.m., hosting the League One Finals. Thanks so much for being with us here all season long. OCB here on ESPN Plus. I'm Bruce Silverman. I appreciate you being with us. I'll see you on the radio on November 1st. And don't forget, Lions fans, we're taking on Inter Miami in about 30 minutes. Thanks for being with us, everybody. So long.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.